Hi, Koran.
What's going on?
Good. Welcome to the Hero School.
Okay.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm a national youth motivational speaker, author, and entrepreneur, and I go out and I empower youth and millennials to use their talents and gifts to be able to transform the world. And so I love what I do. I love thinking outside the box, and that's why I'm an entrepreneur, and that's why I'm a speaker, and I advocate for those things. So thanks you for having the interview with me.
Thank you very much, Joe. So, how do you define success?
Success, well, the way that I would normally define success had to do with money, and I value myself with money and my awards and achievements. But as I began to move forward in my success, I started to understand that real success is two parts. One is what you do for others, and then number two is what do you do for your family. And a lot of times you see people that are successful with the people, but their family is not intact. And so the part that I want to add with just being a community advocate is to make sure you take care of your family. Your family is all that you have. When all the glitz and glamour, when people go from applauding you to booing you if you ever make a mistake, the only people that won't ever turn their back on you is your family. And so they're your greatest investment. And so success to me is how well a man takes care of his family.
True. That's very interesting. Yeah, so the next question is, do you have a role model?
Yeah, I do have a role model, Rebecca Bennett, who was up today as a role model. There's another guy by the name of Gary Spiller, who's a principal. Now he's over at U City High School. And there's another guy by the name of Dr. McCoy, and he's a superintendent. And so if you look at those people that I'm talking about, if you look them up, these individuals have persevered through a lot of challenges in life, and they have believed in me with unfailing love. And so these are my mentors. Of course, you have other people that are out there that are doing big things, but I'm really kind of close and intimate, and so those are the people that have really poured into me, and I appreciate them for all that they've done.
Nice. And then, did you encounter any obstacles on your way to success?
Oh man, I to this day, right now, currently, I can tell you about 10 of them that I've endured. And you know what? This one thing I want to tell you. There's a lot of people say focus on the vision. I tell people, instead of doing the vision board, that's fine, but what really has held me strong when it comes to resilience is a victory board. And a lot of people focus on the vision, like more. But I would like to tell people, if you really want success to chase you, you should focus on the victory. Being thankful for those things that you already are blessed with, the things that are in your hand already. Some people are so focused on getting attention outside, in the community, that they forget that their own family is right there with them. That love that they're looking for is in the community, is right there at home. And so that's something that I faced earlier in my success, but I'm really thankful for my family. My family has held me strong, and my family is there. And actually, when it comes to empowerment, my family has supported me, and that's the one thing. If I had one takeaway to leave when I leave this earth, is to make sure that you pour into your family, because your family will never leave you nor forsake you.
Yeah, that's true. So, what advice would you give to a young person who wants to do what you've done just to succeed in life?
This is what I would tell, especially with young entrepreneurs. There's two types of entrepreneurs. One that plants rose gardens, and then there's entrepreneurs that plant apple trees. And I'll explain. The entrepreneur that plants rose gardens, they plant them really quick. They sprout up really beautiful. They look beautiful, but when you pluck them up, what once was beautiful is now destroyed. It's over with. The beauty, the smell, everything is over with. That's the quick results. So if you get quick results, if you do something the quick way, you get quick results, but it'll leave you quickly. But what I would like to invest in is entrepreneurs that plant apple trees. Now, if you know about an apple tree, it may take years and even decades for that tree to actually produce fruit off of it. But when it does produce the fruit, when you pull off of the leaves of the apple tree, it produces season after season after season, and it also provides shade. And those are the type of people that have to be patient. And a lot of people don't want to be patient. They jump around from business to business to business. But as we talked about earlier, your brain is all about consistency. And so if you're not patient enough to let that apple tree grow, then you will never get the fruit off the tree, and you will just have roses all your life. And roses are beautiful, but they die.
Yeah.
And
So-
apple trees don't
So
die.
that's essentially consistency and
Consistency, yep. You got to be consistent. You got to be persistent. Can't jump around. I've been doing the same exact thing for 5 years, and that's what I say. You could do the same industry and jump around in ideas in the same industry, but if you go from motivational speaking to gardening to manufacturing, then that's when you have a problem because you're inconsistent with your brain.
Thank you very much. Do you have any parting shots? Anything that you would like to say?
I would just like to say, tell people to never give up on their dreams, never give up no matter what. Believe in yourself even when others don't believe in you. And last but not least, I got to drive it home. Please take care of your family. Impart it to your wife, impart it to your husband, impart it to your kids, your nieces and nephews, because they're looking up to us more than anybody. And they're closer to us than anybody. And so that's what I would say. I've seen a lot of businessmen get it wrong. They focus on trying to reach the masses, but they forget about those little special someones that are looking for their attention every day.
So I've really learned a lot from you, and I realized that family is a very important unit.
Yes.
And that's why when you say inside to be inside. So it seems whatever you start doing with the family will eventually go and succeed.
Because what would it matter if you gain the whole world? You gain the accolades from everybody else, but you lost your family. That's not a good business, man. You everything that you were ever looking for in people, the applause and all those things, they were right at home.
So thank you very much for
no problem. Anytime.
Yeah. So we wish you all the best in whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Keep inspiring other people.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right.
The person behind a new music program in some St. Louis area schools is a rapper turned role model.
1, 2, 3.
At this inner city charter school, 9th graders are learning a formula, but this isn't math class. This is a class on how to succeed. These Confluence Prep Academy students study a formula for success, not with the help of any textbook, but with the help of hip-hop. Instructor KORAN Bolden uses the music kids listen to outside of class as his teaching tool inside of class. In Bolden's 6-week course, students write a positive hip-hop song about their dreams.
There needs to be more positive messages in the media. Since our kids are heavily influenced by it.
But Bolden hasn't always had this perspective. That's Bolden 8 years ago when he signed a $150,000 deal with one of the most successful record labels in history, Def Jam. The money went as quickly as it came.
$10,000 chains and jewelry.
But it was only a matter of months until he says his record deal faded. He went from being seen on MTV to working a minimum wage job.
I was asking myself, why me?
Bolden took a good listen to the music he was making and didn't like what he heard.
It wasn't the message that I wanted to push out. I said there's time for a change.
That's when Bolden says he started to turn his life around.
I actually started getting involved in church.
And with newfound faith, Bolden opened a recording studio in the St. Louis Mills Mall.
No profanity in my studio.
That, he says, is what got the attention of school administrators in the area.
You can become anything that you want to become in life.
Motivational speaking engagements at schools turned into a motivational music program he calls Dream Success.
I have a background from the urban community. Since I made it out of that place, it's only right for me to go back to where I came from.
Students get to record the song in Bolden's studio.
The #1 goal is getting education.
The result is a pretty catchy song about going to college.
Books, academics, it's a key necessity to success.
Well, I like that song. KORAN is being recognized for what he does to motivate teens through positive music. He recently won the Verizon Wireless Everyday Hero Award for St. Louis. And guys, the person who nominated him said 2 students he worked with went from dropping out of school to getting re-enrolled and now pursuing a degree in college.
That is great. And it seems like the message, Dana, is you may not become a rap star, but if you apply your creative energies and work hard, who knows?
Exactly. And one student I spoke with says she now wants to become an aerospace engineer just because of how cool the program was, and she was just so inspired to dream big.
That is
Making a
fantastic.
huge
So
difference.
can anyone go to his place at the St. Louis Mills Mall?
Yeah, the St. Louis, anyone can walk in and record a song, but no profanity. That's his rule. So it's
Cool.
positive hip hop. So he's doing good things. Definitely one of the coolest people I've met here in St. Louis.
That is fantastic. Thanks, Dana.